Hey guys, Peter Chen here, recording another 500 Zoom video. I'm uploading every week, so if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe. On table 2, we defended the big blind against small blind with Jack-8 offsuit. We have a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Going to be calling this and probably punting off our stack on a later street. Seven's not a great card for me to be punting on, but maybe on the river. 4 is a great card for my hand. Don't think I'll be checking this back ever now. Thinking of if it makes sense to go for a bigger bet, but I think it really doesn't. I mostly just have weak aces, some kings, hands that want to bet small, and we take down the pot. On table 1, opening button with Queen 9 offsuit, and on table 2, with Ace Jack, I think I have to get in there. I could call, I could 3-bet. On table 1, I'll be 3-betting the big blind against small blind with 7-6 suited. Mostly 3-betting this. I can call sometimes. Table 1, I'm going to defend my big blind against small blind with 9-4 suited, and table 2, opening hijack with Jack-8 suited. And with my 9 high, just folding to a bet. On table 1, opening button with Ace-6 suited, and table 2, opening cutoff with King 10 offsuit. On table 1, I'm going to call the big blind against the button open with Ace-4 offsuit. We have a gut shot, but I don't think I even have to call this. I think I have to call every king and every 9, but not an ace. There's just so many strong hands on that board. On table 1, opening cutoff with Ace King suited. So I think this is a flop where we can do some big betting. On table 2, opening small blind with king queen offsuit. And I think any size is reasonable here. Going big allows us more punts later on, so I'll be doing that. Not more punts, but just bigger punts. On table 2, we have pocket sixes in the big blind against small blind open. Going to be calling this. It checks to us. I think I want to be mostly checking back. And I'll be checking back again here. On table 1, defending blind versus blind with pocket fours. I think my hand is still too strong to be bluffing with. I can have a lot of worse hands. Now calling this bet with pocket fours on the flop. We bink a 4 on the turn. I think we just want to be calling again. With 7-2 suited, going to fold. Is pretty close though. And I'll just be calling the river with my set. Not sure if it's strong enough to be raising on the 3 flush, 3 straight board. On table 2, opening queen 10 offsuit from the cutoff, and on table 1, opening 7-6 suited from the cutoff. Queen 10, we're going to be folding to the 3-bet. But we don't time out. Okay, that we got in with Jack 10 offsuit from the button on table 1. We flop top pair. On table 2, we have jacks. I'm going to be 3-betting the big blind against button open. Table 1, I'll be starting with small bet on the flop. On table 1, we have pocket kings in the small blind. Going to be 3-betting it. On table 1, I'll be defending my big blind with ace-9 offsuit against the cutoff raise. And on table 2, I'll be opening the button with jack-7 suited. I think the ace-9's kind of close. On table 2, I could do some betting, some checking. Against the raise, 7, 8, 9, 10 jack makes a straight, so going to float. We have a gut shot now. I think it makes sense to go for a small bet. Get a fold. On table 1, we defend blind versus blind with 4-3 off. Pretty close to the bottom of our defending range. I think I want to be checking back. And now folding to this bet. We did complete this leaderboard. Let's see where we are. We probably won nothing. I actually have no idea what we win from this leaderboard. It looks like we're in 67th place and only 5 get paid. Going to be folding ace-8 to this 3-bet. And the ace-4 we defended in the big blind and now folding the flop. Table 2, opening button with pocket 5s. We get 3-bet from the small blind and I'll be always calling. On table 1, we open button with king-jack suited. I'll put in a big bet. I'm going to check the 5s. And I think I'm going to check again. The ace is a great card for me to be betting. I had a lot of ace highs and now 5s is at the bottom of my range. On table 2, open button with ace-jack offsuit. I'll be betting small on this flop. Gonna hate when I get heroed by Zizano here. And against the raise, I think I have to call. Going to be getting raised by a lot of hands here, and I beat most of them. And now I'm just going to try to show down and Hope I'm against like Queen Jack or something like that. Folding to the river bet. On table 2, I'm going to 3-bet Ace King, big blind against button. This is a flop I can do some checking on, but I think with Ace King, I just have to be betting most of the time. And now I'll just continue going for value. On table 1, opening under the gun with Jack 10 suited. And my Ace King here is just obviously good enough to go for 3 streets. I can get called by a worse ace, which I do. I get called by Ace Queen. On table 1, I'll be defending the big blind against the button open with 7-3 suited. And on table 2, opening small blind with Ace King offsuit. The 7-3 looks like a decent float. Going to call. Now I turn a gut shot. On table 2, defending blind versus blind with 9-7 offsuit. I think I have to call once with the 9 of diamonds. Not loving it. I don't want to be bloating the pot with the 9. I could hit a straight, but I don't want to be up against an ace. And I think when I bet, pretty much every ace is calling me. And now with 9 high, just going to have to fold. On table 1, I'm going to be defending the big blind with Jack 4 suited against the button open. I think I can fold this to the biggish bet now. Maybe I need to play it sometimes. On table 2, opening button with King 9 offsuit. And on table 1, opening cutoff with Ace 10 offsuit. We get called by the small blind. Called by the big blind as well. I think I'm going to be doing quite a bit of betting on this flop. Small blind calls us, big blind folds. We have a pretty decent draw. Also, pretty much the worst hand we can have. On table 2, we could be 3-betting this, we could be calling. And now with our ace-10, we hit a straight. And we get let into. I don't think it makes sense to raise. We probably won't be getting called by a 10, so just going to call this. On table 2, we're going to check again. And folding the ace high to a bet. On table 1, we open the button with 7-5 suited. The big blind calls us. We flop a gut shot. This is a board we're going to be doing a lot of betting on as well. So I'll start off with a small bet. On table 2, we get ace-king suited in the big blind versus a hijack open. We 3-bet and take down the pot. On table 2, opening cutoff with Jack-10 offsuit. We'll be folding to the 3-bet. And on table 1, defending blind versus blind with 9-8 offsuit. We flop trips. Against this bet, I think we do some raising, some calling. So I'll raise this time. Not really great at this spot. Just kind of playing my hand a lot. On table 1, opening button with Queen-9 suited. On table 2, opening button with King-10 offsuit. And on table 1, we have ace-jack suited in the hijack. Under the gun opens, going to be 3-betting. The King-10 folding to the 3-bet. On table 1, opening pocket 7s from the hijack. And on table 2, opening ace-6 suited from cutoff. On table 1, King-10 suited in the small blind. If we face a raise, we're going to 3-bet, and face a fold, we're going to open. On table 2, opening hijack with King-Queen suited, and on table 1, I'm going to be defending my big blind with king six suited against the cutoff open. So flop goes check check. Turn I'm going to check again. And on table 2 I'll be calling the 3-bet with king queen. I'm tempted to bet this king 6 now. I think it's an alright bet. It might be a little bit too strong, but I can still make ace high and small pairs fold. So table 2, we're in the 3-bet pot. We have a pretty bad hand. Just going to be folding this to the bet. On table 1, we get aces. Opening it up from the cutoff. And on table 2, we have ace-jack suited in the big blind against the cutoff open. I'm going to 3-bet this a very small amount of the time, but this time I'm going to call. And against a small bet, I'm going to do some raising, some calling. Going to call this time. And now facing a big bet, folding my ace high. Pocket jacks in the button on table 1. We face a cutoff open. Going to be 3-betting. And on table 2, opening hijack with ace-jack suited. I'm going to start off with a small bet here. We get raised and going to call this. On table 1, opening button with pocket sevens. I hope I'm not calling raises too much on the flop, but I think I am. That being said, ace-jack beats a lot of hands, has a lot of outs. Now I have a gut shot and I'm facing a really small bet. I think I called this, and if I have ace-king, ace-queen, I fold those. And now it's time to put in a bet. And we get a fold. That whole hand was a little bit awkward. Unsure what to do on every street. I'm going to end the video here, guys. After this hand, since we get a limp, we're going to limp along. This will be the last hand of the video. I think this is the first limp we've seen all day. Never leading out here, always checking. Now we have a flush draw, we have a gut shot. I think I'm going to bet big and push Amarin out of the pot. And we get 2 folds and win the pot. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next week.